rock me, mama. Rock me all night long. Rock me, mama. Rock me all night long. I want you to rock me. I don't care how you make me feel. Roll me, baby, like you. Roll a wagon wheel. I want you to rock me, little girl. I don't care how you make me feel. Baby got drowned in a deep blue sea. Baby got drowned in a deep blue sea. Well, she got drowned there, swimming after me. Well, I was born in Yazoo County, 19 and 26. Well, I lived with my grandmother and my granddaddy. They raised me, my mother, and I never did live with my mother. My grandmother raised me.
Why didn't you live with your mother?
Well, I could mostly have my way if I lived with my grandmother, and if I, with my mother, I'd have finished school. But with my grandmother, see, if I didn't want to go, she wouldn't make me. I could go to fishing or hunting or anything like I wanted to. And after I got large enough to work, I wanted to work, you know, and make me some money like other boys. First job I got was beating up soda, 75 cents a day. The boy, well, I mostly did a little molding around home and hunt and fish. That's my regular occupation, hunting and fishing. Weekends I play guitar.
How did you learn to play the guitar?
Well, my uncle learned me how to play, put marks on there. That started me off. After I learned how to make a couple of chords where I could beat him, and then he would charge me 50 cents or $1 to play his guitar because I wasn't able to buy one. Because I never could make enough money to get a guitar. And so after, when he go to work, his wife would let me play the guitar. I'd play till 12 o'clock. And when he come in, I'd quit, and I started back at 1 to play. When he noticed thing, I just learned how to play real good then, and I got able enough to buy me one. Then he didn't have none. He had to borrow mine. Like that, my grandmother raised me, and I wouldn't live with my mother. Because my mother, she seemed like she was mean, and I could sort of have my way with my grandmother. And so I didn't like to go to school too well after I got a good size. And I could play sick, and my grandmother, she would make me go to school. My granddaddy said, ain't nothing wrong with it. Said, yeah, that boy, she put her hand up on my head. She said, that boy got hot fever. I said, no, I ain't gonna let him go to that school and fall out. I feel so good. I'd get back in the bed and I'd grunt around there a while till school time was over with. Then Daddy get his fishing pole and get ready to go to fishing. I'd jump up out of that bed. I said, I feel a whole lot better now. Then he said, at night, I told you he wasn't sick. His mama said, I know he did have hot fever. If I hadn't a doctor on him, he never would have got up in there. We used to have time. Well, I had 2 brothers and a sister, but I never did live with, we wasn't raised up together, I'd put it like that. But I would see them every Christmas, or maybe once.
Mostly all the hill peoples, I would say, back over the other city, mostly everybody over there, they eat that dirt, they just have that taste. And ever since I've been large enough to know myself, I've been eating dirt. And it just goes hard with me when I don't have it. Well, we just call it just plain old hill dirt. You have to consolate your mind, is all I can say, because you have that taste for it. If you don't have it, well, your mind kind of just stays on it. Well, now, it's a good many people eat it here, because since the woman live around on Lewis Street, where we moved from, she goes out here on Mr. Neal's plantation. She gets this here real black dirt out of the field and eat it.
All of them called me, back where I live at in Yazoo County. They wouldn't hardly know who you were talking about. If you'd go over there and ask for James Henry Thomas, they wouldn't know who you were talking for. But if you said forward, they wouldn't know who you were talking about, because they gave me that name when I was going to school. I used to make them fold tractors out of clay, and they started calling me forward. Every year they give me, well, that was back in 1937. They started to first call me 37 forward, and they started coming and then forward from then on, regular forward. And that's how that forward coming in. So I said if I ever record records, I'd have it put in Sonny forward. That's so all my friends would, know who I was. But I got a lot of friends in Chicago, and a lot of them in, yeah. Where you see the old man coming across the street now? I know he's gonna buy some beer for these ladies. I'm gonna see if he'll let me have a drink of it. I'm broke and I'm a long way from home. I believe Big Sonny boy wanted a little drink of it too. And if we can get things to going like we wanna, we're gonna try to win this town. Yeah,
a nice looking woman walking up and down the street. Yeah, I see a nice looking woman walking up and down the street. Well, she making love most everybody she meets.
The blues come from the country, I believe. So you take a long time ago, you see. You catch fellas out in the field plowing a mule. You hear them way down in the field late in the evening, you hear them singing. Singing the blues. That's why I said the blues come from the country. But practically when they sing the blues, every record is made up by a woman. That's what his mind is on the woman to give him the blues. So you get worried about something, well, that's what they call the blues. What you call a deep study. I mean, thinking way back, how some woman done treat you or something like that. You want her and she don't want you. That's what the blues is made up about.
Walking up and down the street. Yeah, she's a nice looking woman walking up and down the street. Well, she making love most everybody she meets.
Jackson, won't you please flat on Cherry Street? Bluebird, get it, Jackson. I want you please flat on Cherry Street. Well, I don't want you to stop flying and tell you find a little better for me. Bluebird, you may not be home. I said, well, please knock up on a doggone door. But you may not be home. But please knock up on a doggone door. Well, she may be old cause she's in the next door neighbor. Well, you will never know. Nobody has done what I told you. Would you please bring my message on? Everybody have done what I told you. Would you please bring my message on? I want you to tell me little news that I'm in Chicago. Oh, but the time is over, doggone.
All right, train time.
they had this clay like I use, you know, he got some in the mountainside. I said I believe I could put a whole statue of man in the mountain, standing up. I believe I could do that. If the clay works just like this, what I use, and I could work with it all the way, start at the head and come on down to the feet. I believe I could work. It
was hard for me to get used to Leland when I moved from the hills because I couldn't see none of my friends back out yonder. I stayed worried all the time. And when I be drinking, that didn't help me none. That'd make me want to catch the bus more. No, then I didn't have no money to catch it.
Right, now, come up.
I'd get mad and go argue with my mother, my stepdaddy. I said, man, there ain't no way in the world for me to get no job. He said, just stay on here. That's before he died in 61. He said, stay on here and see. He said, you'll find something to do. Say, you get your job working in the yard. You don't want to do none of this hard work. I said, man, these people got these jobs all covered up. And I said, they ain't gonna let no stranger waste. Nobody don't know me here. So I left, went back to Yazoo, come back. So I'm going to try Leland one more time. I got chance, started working at Montgomery Hotel. From there, started working for Dr. Graves, Mr. Billy Boone. Then other people was called, but I couldn't get around to all of them. I can't get around to all of them today. I'm mad at some mad at me because I ain't been to their house, but I can't get around to all of them. And that's just how I make it. Well, the yard work, mostly. I used to paint a little, but I quit painting. I used to paint a little at the hotel, like to repair them rooms and things like that. But I quit that. Well, when I first started, I was getting $5 a day.
Yeah.
I get a little more than that now. Sometimes I make $8 and $9 like that. I look out for the children because what she did, they can't help it. And they can't get no more than I can give them. If I buy something, I won't let this mind eat and not get any others none. I treat them all the same. I reckon that's why I don't have no hard time. That's plenty people would be mean to the little children, but that's wrong. Because children, they can't help it. They catch you sleep, they pat on your pocket, see you got any money.
Mm-hmm.
Snow cone truck come by, all of them run in the house sometime. I want to tell you, here comes the snow cone lady. I said, oh, let her go. If everybody was friendly to one another, it would be a whole lot different. Because I don't care who it is, white or black, they got to go right where I'm going, that's down in the clay. And that ain't gonna be too long. And you want me to tell you the truth. You can't do without me and I can't do without you. If you don't need me now, you'll need me one day. If I don't need you now, I need you one day. So that's the way it goes. I can't live in Leland by myself. I got to have somebody to help me live here. I got to have some white people to help me live here, and I got to have some colored people to help me live here.
I was standing at the crossroad with my head hanging down and crying. I was standing at the crossroad with my head hanging down and crying. Gonna find me another man. Coming up there. I got to get dust my broom there. Oh, my man done come. I'm in the wrong shoe. I get it late. I'll get up in the morning. I believe I dust my broom. I'm gonna get up in the morning. I believe I dust my broom. Dust my wait, Joe. I'm gonna get up in the morning. I believe I.
My name is Christine Jefferson. I was born in Yazoo County, and my mother had 12. It was 6 girls and 6 boys. And we lived it like brothers and sisters should do, excuse the kids is now. And we made crops and I don't know, from the time I could think of, and never made anything out of them. And my mother, she's living now, but my father, he's dead. And she has it's 7 of us living now. And so we mostly lived Yazoo City through most all of life until 1951. Me and James got together and we married. And I married when I was 14. And we have been together ever since then. And we have 10 kids. We have 6 girls and 4 boys. And me and James have made 2 crops only since we've been together. We never get anything out of that. So we moved and came to Leland, and we've been to Leland ever since. Well, the most of the things we did was go to the field, is all I can say. Because until when we got big enough to go to the field, well, that's all we ever learned to do. I was 9 years old when I first started field. Chop cotton, we pick cotton. And so when my mom and dad had crops, we couldn't go to school like the kids could now because we would have together divorces cotton. But nowadays the kids don't have it to do. We would work from, well, I said from 6 until 6. I have worked for several white people since I've been here. And for $3 a day until this last kid, I stopped year before last, in July, work. And for $3 after this baby was born, and I had 2 that was paying her, and I didn't have anybody to keep them, and I couldn't afford to pay $1 a piece for taking care of them, and I wouldn't be making but $1. And so James decided to tell me to stay home and just take care of myself. I was cooking, washing, ironing, and house cleaning. Since I've been here, I have worked up there at the Montgomery Hotel for $18 a week. Worked 6 from from Monday to Saturday. You go on at 8 and you get off at 4. And it was so hard, they really just didn't have but just that one maid up there. And I was the only one there, and I had all 3 of the stories to clean. And it's 16 floors on each room. And so you go on 8 o'clock, you get off 4:30. We usually get up around, I said 7 or 7:30. Well, ain't nobody working on Sundays. We mostly sleep on Sundays until about 8. Through the week, we mostly get up and get the kids off of school, and then we'll do housework. Well, if there's nobody here but me and the 2 little ones, well, if I don't go back to sleep, I might wash, Find something to do. It's something to do all the time if you just get up and do it, but I don't get up and do it just very often. In the afternoons, I don't do anything in the afternoons after I fix supper. Well, I don't do anything else until get ready to put the kids to bed. We sit and watch television, and after then, well, we'll go to bed. I thought we have 2 large beds and a small bed and the couch. The oldest girl, she sleeps on the couch. Me and Sonny, the 2 baby girls, we sleep in the large bed, and the next biggest girl and those 2 little ones sleeps over here, and the 4 boys sleeps back there in that bed. Well, we've been here since 1951. I don't see why we couldn't live on, because with, we couldn't afford to leave and go no other place unless it was back to Yazoo City. And not to live with these many kids and no income. We are going to have fried chicken, peas, and, you want what? Well, we'll have rolls and have peaches, and most of the time every day we have some kind of pie. And we always have a sweet. And if we don't have Cokes, we mostly have tea or Kool-Aid. I raised the garden. We raised the garden last year, but we hadn't been able to prove it now this year because we hadn't been around here for but a week. We had a garden last year. We had a nice garden last year. But we didn't have anything in it but beans and greens. But we hadn't been able to raise now this year. I'm gonna fry the chicken, and I'm gonna cook rice, and I'm gonna fix some peas. And most of the time I make biscuits because
Mama killed a chicken, thought it was a duck, put him on the table with his legs sticking up and had the bar let him go. Let the bar let him go. Well, you high-power women sure got the bar let him go.
My name is Early Thomas. I'm in the 9th grade. I go to Lincoln Attendance Center, and my homeroom teacher's name is Emmett Taylor. And I like school very much in a way. In a way I don't, because I don't like to go. I have many other teachers to go to during the day. And out of all of them, I always enjoy the first 3 classes in the morning because we don't have class. But the last 3, we always have class. And in home ec, I'm making myself a dress, but I don't have my zipper to put it in. And it looks very bad because I can't sew up my darts right. And she makes me take it loose. And in second period English, it is a dull class, which I always have good grades in there. But in the last class, most of the time we have class and sometimes we don't. When I finish school, I'm not planning on going to college. I'm planning on working and going to Ohio to live. Those are my career plans. If I don't go to Ohio, I shall go to Milwaukee. Well, Leland is a soul town, I dig the people in Leland, and I like Leland very much because it is very small and I always get around a lot too. Well, it's a group of people with nothing. What most of the people do here is to dance, sing, and do all that. They have places for you to go to dance and all, and it's very small, and it's real easy to get around and have fun. It appears to me that I'm just not talking about my daddy's music, but it's all folks' music. That's the way I feel about it. In soul music is more popular, and that's what mostly the teenagers did. And then the old folks music, that's what the older people dig for them to dance out, but mostly they can dance out, but I can't. Leland, Mississippi, and I go to Jones Cafe at Leland. All people my age and over. It's ranging from about 13 until about 25, something like that. Hook it to the mule, we social, we, most of the time we horse.
I used to go to church a lot, but lately I hadn't. I used to practice quartet some too, but after I started playing the guitar, I just let the quartet go, because you can't carry blues and go to church and get up there and sing with them. Call yourself a church member. And then you know you're going to sing the blues tonight. I don't imagine be no harm to sing a church song, but I'm talking about this. It's like you're going to say it's going to be belongs to church. And then you're going to carry both of it on. So, well, Saturday night you go to Greenville. You're going to play at a nightclub over there. Sunday morning you're going to come over here and go to the church. Now, I'd be afraid to do that because something bad can happen to you. Well, that's what you call doing too far wrong. You can't serve the law and the devil too.
Look at a woman, but but the water to have me. The girl I love, she got washed away. The girl I love, she got washed away. You know she got drowned, swimming along after me. Give a black man more than all thing you do. God forgive a black man more than all thing you do. Dark complexion, look like he forgive me too. Water running all over town. Cairo, Cairo, water running all over town. You know I will get the girl that I'm loving, but she have put me down. You know I would go to Cairo, but the water too high for me. You know I would go to Cairo, but the water too high for me. The girl I love, she got washed away.